Ghana is a wonderful place. It's special. I always knew I wanted to do something in Africa. Then in 2006, I visited Ghana. It just became clear that this was the right country to do something in. The Ghanaian people are hospitable and welcoming. As soon as you arrive, people want to take care of you and take you in and show you their country, really. Show you how proud they are to be Ghanaian across the capital. And it is just this sprawling metropolis. A lot of life is there. People selling things, people moving around, people taking the trotros, which are the public buses that are always packed to the brim. It's a lot of fun. When you're in Accra, most of the people who are begging on the side of the road are disabled in some way or another. They don't have the use of their legs, they're blind, a variety of disabilities.
You don't get jobs. You are the beggars on the street. That's how you survive. You make a craft, you sell it from your wheelchair, is what Abu does, the gentleman that we know in Ghana, and that's how you survive, that's how you live. And of the few places that do, quote unquote, cater to people with physical disabilities, I have the opportunity to visit a few of them, and I mean, they might as well be on the street.
And sometimes if you want to take a cab, to get into taxi is very difficult. Yeah. They don't want to stop and put you because to fold the wheelchair is very difficult for them. And that is the difficult part.
In 2009, we started the plans for the WaWa project. The WaWa Aba is a symbol in the Adinkra culture, and it stands for courage, perseverance, and toughness. The WaWa project is dedicated to empowering people with disabilities through the facilitation of education and life skills training, with the goal of building inclusive and self-sustaining communities in Ghana.
The purpose of the WaWa project is actually to educate people to respect individuals who have disabilities and to understand that every single person is a viable part of society.
And the way we plan to achieve this is by collaborating with local schools in Ghana to make the school buildings handicap accessible, so all students have access to an education.
We'll have a job training component that will really allow them to graduate and be marketable.
I came on board with WaWa in September of 2010. I was starting my MBA program, and so I thought, oh, I can offer some of the skills I'm learning there to this worthy cause, and that's how it started for me. People started to get to know who we were at Simmons. People started to get to know about us in Boston. Other people started to contact us.
In December 2011, we had a gala for the WaWa project,
which was amazing. It was almost $7,000 towards our project.
We were able to compete in a business plan competition. We won $10,000.
When we won, we were at the Simmons Silverman business competition. And so we're all standing around, and they finally come in an hour later and they're like, we're here to announce the winners. And you're trying to sit down and you're trying to be still, but you have to stand up or you're gonna throw up on everyone around you. And they're like, the winner is the WaWa project. And literally, Bridget starts borderline weeping, which then makes me cry. But then we look over and half of the people in the room are crying. And I'm like, oh, okay, this actually is powerful. We finally get our huge check, which it's an amazing feeling. The tears are flowing and you're like, oh my gosh, this is real. This is what we're doing. This is not a dream anymore. This has turned into reality. Society trusts us, our community trusts us, Ghana trusts us, and now we have to do something. We can affect the world. We can change history by starting this project.
We really believe that education is Education affects change.
I want people to know that it's about love. Like, the reason that I do this, the reason I think that a lot of people care about this is because we as global citizens want to see a better world.
I love the scripture that says Jesus looked at the people and he had compassion on them. And that's how he saw people. He saw people with loving eyes.
Jesus didn't care about what anyone looked like, what they sounded like, what they acted like. You could have been the worst person on the earth, but he makes you different and he makes you new because you have him. And so I want it to be like that. I want it to be a true reflection of God's love.